What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki with 2C's, and welcome back to the Rent is Due podcast. Now, before I continue, I want to take the time to send my condolences to the families of the 6 individuals who lost their lives from the Nashville school shooting that took place a few days ago, which involved 3 children and 3 adults. The children were ranging between the ages of 7 and 9. When I heard about it, when I tell you my mind was just blown, like this was crazy. So I just want to take the time to send my condolences out to the families. I may not know what it feels like to lose a child or a parent, but I just want to send you guys strength, love, prayers as you guys go through this difficult time. And speaking on schools, that brings me into today's topic, which is, do I think the school system is broken, or do I believe that the school system is setting us up for failure? And did I mention standardized tests? If you guys don't know what standardized tests are, it's a test created by the state to help students get prepared for college, as they say. However, that's not true. Here in Texas, we do have standardized tests. Some people may know it as TOSC, and others may know it as STAR. The current one that we do have now is called STAR. Now, I was able to take both TOSC and STAR. Unfortunately, TOSC test did come to an end shortly after my 4th grade year of elementary. Going into 5th grade, they did introduce us to the STAR test. Now, when they were talking about it, so they were basically saying, hey, the STAR test is much easier. You only have 4 hours to complete it. It's less questions. It should be a breeze. Little did we know that was a lie. As I'm going through my school years, I've noticed this STAR test ain't getting no easier. This shit is getting harder. And how they used to have the STAR test set up, it used to be one test. Child, when I got to middle school, that test turned from one STAR test to almost 4 different STAR tests that we had to take. And we had a lot of things to learn from the beginning of 8th grade till it was time to take STAR tests. Going into high school, 9th grade year for me, this is where STAR tests became very serious. I was informed from one of the administrators who, distributed the STAR tests at the school, give them to the teachers or whatever. They were telling us that, hey, STAR test is a very serious thing. And if you don't pass it the first time, you're going to keep taking it until you pass it. If you don't pass it your 9th grade year, you're going to take it in 10th grade. If you don't pass it 10th grade, you're going to take it 11th grade. If you don't pass it in 11th grade, you're going to take it in the 12th grade. And we looking like, well, I thought, we just take it. If we don't pass it, we just move on. It's okay. No, bitch. It got so serious to the point where you couldn't even graduate high school without passing all 5 of your STAR tests in the state of Texas. That alone made me realize that our school system in Texas is very fucked up. I don't know how it is in other states. Some states are easier than others. But here down south in Texas, they don't give a fuck. They will literally hinder you from walking that stage because you didn't pass a damn test. How fucked up is that? It's even getting to the point where kids in elementary can't even be promoted to the next grade if they don't pass a STAR test. But let's say that they're passing the material, but they're not passing the test. We gotta realize not everybody can take a test. I wasn't a test taker, but I could pass my class. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that they should look at, but they don't give a fuck about that. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I think the school system is setting us up for failure. Because we are learning things that aren't going to help you succeed in life. Like, why the fuck are we still learning about fucking Shakespeare? That motherfucker can't help us file taxes. Or why are we learning about presidents from 100 and 200 years ago and how they served their terms and the things that they put in place? Who gives a fuck? Because what they should be teaching us is things that we can actually use to be successful in this fucking world, like time management, cooking, plumbing, financial literacy, budgeting, things like that. But they'll rather us go to school for 14 years to learn the bare minimum. And by the time we graduate, we don't even know what we want to do with our life. Instead of teaching us things that y'all want us to know, y'all should start teaching us things that we should know. So by the time kids graduate high school, they can already have that foundation of where they have options to pursue what they've learned, if that makes sense. But no, this is where it gets good. They'll rather us graduate not knowing shit just to enroll in these $1,000 colleges just to learn shit that we should have learned in fucking high school. So you mean to tell me you're going to charge me thousands of dollars just to change a fucking light bulb? Or thousands of dollars just to put some eggs in a pan and scramble them bitches? Let's make it make sense. You see where I'm going with this? And the only reason why I'm talking about these things is because I recently had a conversation with my dad. And he was like, oh, yeah, when I was in high school, they taught me how to do plumbing. We had metal shop, we had wood shop, we had cooking, we had auto mechanics, we had agriculture, we had a lot of different things. And he was explaining to me that he learned plumbing and wood shop, which also led to him getting his first job working from an apartment complex being a plumber. You see what I'm saying? Like, with him learning these basic things that he learned straight out of high school, it literally helped him to build that stepping stool or that foundation to where he can just jump straight into work without having to go get a certification or prove that he can do this or having to pay to go to school to become something that he already learned in high school for free. And I'm not against those who want to go to college, because there are some fields where college is a requirement. You know, like if you want to be a doctor, or if you want to be a nurse, or if you want to be a lawyer. However, when it comes to public schools, they can definitely do a lot better when it comes to teaching students how to be successful. And before I get off, there's something I want to mention. I've noticed how a lot of schools are not really being funded like they used to back in the day. Like I stated before, schools had a lot of activities that kids could be a part of pertaining to woodshop, cooking, mechanics, agriculture, things like that. Also, they also used to teach kids how to build lawnmowers. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, did they really take all of these activities out of schools because they weren't being funded? Or is it because a lot of businesses and corporations wouldn't be making money anymore? Because why would I call a plumber to come to my house and fix the plumbing if I could do it myself? Or why would I call a handyman or a builder to come build my shed if I can build it myself? I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm reaching, but if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to leave a comment, leave a like, follow me on all of my social medias with the links in the description down below. Definitely leave a comment. Tell me how you guys feel about all of the things that I discussed today pertaining to standardized testing, the broken school system, or just even how the school system is set on things that we should be learning versus what they want us to learn. You guys have a great rest of your day. Drink plenty of water, eat food, relax, chill. If there's nothing else, I guess I'll see y'all in the next episode. I'm out.